What's up, beautiful Bellcast listeners? Welcome to another episode. I'm Gio.
I'm Bar.
And I think we've finally decided on our title after for so long.
What's the title?
We're just going to keep it Bellcast and just introduce ourselves as fucking Gio and Bart.
Oh, nice.
We've actually have been together. Hi, welcome everyone that's new. We've been together for like 10, 12 years now.
12 years, yeah.
Yeah, we're going on 12. That's pretty crazy because it doesn't feel like it's been 12. It feels like we've been together, honestly, like maybe 5 years, 6 years. Like, it doesn't feel like it's been that long for me.
In a few more years, this is going to trip you out. In a few more years, we're going to have been together longer than we were separate.
In a few more years. No, it's not a few. It's a lot more years because we met in our like mid-20s.
Yeah, in a few more years. It's already 12 years now.
Yeah, but that's like a lot more years. That needs to be another 10 years. At least. That's a decade.
I was just trying to be romantic. You fucked it all up.
Oh, fuck you. We just did a fucking episode that we released about this motherfucker talking about fucking, I'm always a solutions guy. And I'm like, well, you know, whenever I vent or I tell you something, I don't want a solution. And now so I'm trying to speak his fucking language. And this motherfucker
I'm
did this
the person
shit to me.
that's like, babe, I got a surprise for you. I put my hands around your eyes and I take you and I walk you through all these places that feels all mysterious. And I'm like,
that's not you at all.
Look at this beautiful scenery. And you're like, bitch, that's a poster. I'm like, so?
No, you're the guy that I go, hey, can I have a surprise, please, at one point? And then you just go, here's a poster. And I'll be like, can I at least open it before you tell me? How many times have you bought me something where you're like, I bought you something, but it's not here yet?
Well, because you told me that you
well,
have...
that's it.
No.
That's it.
Okay, from this point on.
That's it. That's it. That's what you said.
From this point on, do you want me to tell you before it comes in?
I literally tell you no. Because you're like, do you want me to tell you? And I said, no, don't tell me.
Then how come when I give you a little sneak peek, you can't wait to jump on it?
Because it's a sneak peek. Who the fuck doesn't want it? But I don't ask for the sneak peek. That's again proving my point.
All right, so now I know what to do.
Give me another fucking what?
I'm not gonna give you a sneak peek anymore because I always give it to you.
But you're not doing it for me. You always do it for you. You're like, I can't wait. That's literally
so dope.
what you say.
I just buy the dopest shit all the time.
So then you're going back on your word again.
No, I'm never going back on my word. Never.
Fucking hate when you say never.
I never.
Never and always.
I never, ever go back on my word except for the time you catch me.
Exactly. Oh God, I fucking hate you. Anyway, it's been pretty exciting for me, at least this week, or maybe like these last couple of weeks, because you know how we were watching that show, Home Game?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, there's this Netflix series, brand new, that just came out. It's called Home Game, and they go around the world and then they show you traditional games that every country plays. And they don't necessarily have to be super popular traditional games, but they are games that have been playing that they've been playing for fucking centuries, you know? So
most of them aren't popular.
Okay.
Yeah, because most of them are like that homegrown game that hasn't been, what's the word, like federalized? You know when there's like federations? When it hasn't become sanctioned? Like sanctioned, it hasn't become like a big sanctioned thing like soccer and the whole world knows about it. It's just like a game that kind of just stayed in
that little town.
In that little town of that country. Or it might even be a national sport, but it's just native
specific,
to that country.
So the one that I'm referring to specifically that got me really excited, and I know it got Bart excited too. It's this one where they go into Florence, Italy, and it's a game that's been played for like 2,000 years. What's it called?
It's called like Calcio Storico or something.
Yeah, and it's fucking dope. It's like rugby meets football, American football meets MMA.
Yeah.
And these guys are like modern day fucking gladiators, really. And they look like it, and they're jacked. And then they have all these tattoos, and they just look fucking fierce. And I love it.
Yeah, they look dope.
And they're all tatted the fuck up. And I think that really inspired Papa to want to get more tattoos. So that's the exciting part where we've been talking about tattoos so much. Because if you haven't noticed, and I always forget this, I always forget that I have tattoos all the time. But yeah, I have 2 tattoos. This is the extent of my ink.
That's skinny. I always forget you have tattoos too.
I know. It's just so...
Until you wear something that makes it pop, and I'm like, oh, tight.
Dude, I was listening to Joe Rogan yesterday because I went on a bike ride.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's so zen, you guys. If you guys want to do something that's really relaxing, just go on a bike ride, put some music or like a podcast in your ears and just pedal. And it's just so good. Anyway, so I was listening to him and he was talking about like when he first started getting tattoos, people were like, oh, well, it looks cool now, but what about when you get old? And he goes, yeah. Have you seen old skin? It looks like shit. Like no one ever looks at old skin as like, that shit's tight.
Yeah,
you know?
no one looks at old skin and go, good thing you didn't get tattoos.
Yeah. So he's like,
maybe you should get tattoos because that shit looks ugly as fuck. You got liver spots and shit all over the place, all wrinkly.
That's his point. So he's like, yeah, fucking old skin looks like shit anyway. Might as well get some tattoos now and then like have it get old with you so you don't see the fucking liver spots. So I really like that.
Oh, I kind of like that. So it's an investment.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, for him.
Because I'm kind of like on the fence. So I have the reason why I only have one side tattooed, I always felt like I always wanted to know what the other side looks like.
So you don't forget your skin.
Just biologically. And then just so I could always see like how I was brought into this world.
But you weren't brought into this world like that.
I mean, that's true. So but that's kind of my thought process. But then as of recent, because of watching that, it kind of inspired me to want to get more tattoos again. And then there was a piece that I've always wanted that I've never gotten, but I still need more like I guess themes and designs to.
Wait, what's this piece? Do I know about this piece? Is it a specific piece? Or
so
you're just saying like a part of your body you want to get
it's
done?
a specific piece.
What?
So
Who are you?
I think I might have told you this a long time ago. But you know, I always wanted to get the Chinese God of War.
Oh, okay.
Because so
Quan, right?
Yeah, so like, you know, people always get like Greek mythology, Roman mythology, and
Like what you have on your arm?
like what I have on my arm. Wasn't even mythology. This is actually historical. And
Okay, true.
and I always wanted to get like Chinese mythology, which is super cool too. You know, like, and that's not a really popular tattoo, but I think it could be. And the cool thing is the person that is the Chinese God of War, he's also a Quan. So we share a last name. So ever since I was little,
That's where the anger fucking issues come from.
yeah. So like ever
Nah, he
since
doesn't have anger
since I was little, that was
Instilled in you, or like the story was told to you a lot?
that you're a Quan. So you have to hold yourself to a higher standard.
Even when they give you the red envelope, they're always pointing out like,
Yeah, you're
this
a
is how
Quan.
this is your last name right here, Quan.
Yeah, it's almost as if you learned that like Hercules' last name was like, I don't know,
Smith.
Smith or something. And you're like, you're a Smith, you know?
That's tight though, because now like I know that would have inspired me growing up. Like,
Yeah.
oh, the God of War.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And I would have been a villain.
God of War and righteousness. So
Oh, okay. Righteousness is a good one.
so
You're pretty righteous.
So he's a moral person, you know, like
That's sick.
he's a moral person. So
I just gave you a compliment.
thank you, mama.
You're welcome. That's how used to, I know we bicker on here a lot, but that's just how used to him hearing my compliments are, that he just gaffs them off.
I never gaff him off. So yeah, I was thinking about getting something on this arm.
Why not on the rest of your body? Why is it always just your arms?
I like seeing it.
Oh, okay. Why not your leg? Like the thigh right now is really popular to
I'm
tattoo.
sensitive. Owie.
Fuck, you already have
I
them.
was a big owie.
What?
I don't know. Why you want me to on my thighs?
No, I don't want anything for you. I want you to do what you want. It's just a question.
Oh, it's just big owie.
We just had a fucking podcast, the one that just went live before this one, where we talk about problems and solutions, and I like to talk things through, and Bart already likes to give me solutions to things. I was just talking this through, and I was giving you a solution, and you wanted to talk it through. That's really cute.
Oh. And I also want to...
Fuck what you said, Gio.
No, I'm taking it. And I also like seeing it. You know, I want it to be exposed. I want to show the world. And for my legs and my other parts of my body, I don't know. And I also thought like I was done with the tattoos.
You were for years. You just didn't care.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten a tattoo in like 5 years or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think for me, I really thought I was done. Because for me, every time I get a tattoo, I'm one of those guys that needs to put a lot of thought into it. And so, because to me, it's like a map or a story of something. And so I thought I was done. And also just the logistical part of it, it takes forever. Like this guy down here, from my elbow down to my wrist, it was 4 7-hour sessions. And the tattoo place was in Fountain Valley. So it was plus another 2 hours driving back and forth.
That for people though, that's like their vacation. They love it. You know, it's like a rite of passage. It's like a tattoo is, Everything about getting a tattoo is painful.
Yeah, but I also think
so it's like a therapeutic for people. I think.
When you're like busy, you know what I'm talking about? Like
I know, but if you can take time for a vacation, that's what I'm saying.
So I'm like, maybe I should just go on vacation, like a real vacation.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that too, but like if you want to talk about like life and shit, right? And just the standards and the responsibilities that we have, like if you really wanted it, you would make vacation time, like reserve that time. And then because we don't have conventional jobs, then you can just take a vacation further on down the year.
Yeah, that's true.
So I just solved your problems again. Oh, this bitch is on a roll.
And I'm not complaining. I'm not fucking like a little girl like you.
No, me neither.
Complaining. We just have a problem. I want to connect with you. Don't
be sexist. Little girls aren't the only ones that complain.
I'm talking about you.
Oh.
I'm talking about you.
So you're married to a little girl? That's weird, bro.
Well, everyone knows you're not little.
That's true. I'm a big fucking bitch. I love it.
Big bitch. The biggest bitch.
That's
biggest bitch.
Me. Anyway. Yeah, so where would you get it? You don't know yet, or it's still on that arm?
Probably on this arm. And I did actually entertain my back.
What?
But then that's
pretty hot.
I was thinking about my back on my left side, so I can still keep the biological thing. But then I thought, oh, cool. Like, how could there's already a warrior here? Like, it'd be cool to have like a Western warrior and then like an Eastern warrior.
And then at night they fight each other.
Yeah.
And then you're back and raving. Anyway, that was such a stupid joke.
I wonder how old Taika's gonna be when he finds out his dad has tattoos.
I know. I always think about that. Like it doesn't jump out to him.
Yeah. He's just so used to seeing it.
Yeah, because I mean, he was born and we already had him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he never goes like, what's that? But it's gonna start jumping out at him because like he started noticing when I wear makeup and then when I don't wear makeup.
Oh.
And he goes, oh, Mama, wearing makeup? And then I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you like it? He goes, so cute. Yeah.
So cutie.
And then, he'll notice that. He'll be like, oh, like it catches him off guard because he's been talking to me for hours, right? So it's like this. And he's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Whoa. Like it just jumped out at him. He's so fucking cute. I love this boy. But I'm with you. I've been wanting a tattoo for years, but not to the point where I like want to take an action. It's more like I want it and I want to find the perfect person. And I think I found my perfect person.
I think you found the person from Spain, right?
Yeah, from Barcelona.
Yeah, because that guy's sick.
He's fucking sick. Oh, and like...
He's sick for his style.
And then I found another person looking for that person, trying to help you find your person.
Yeah.
You guys, okay, so when you guys get a tattoo, and I feel like this isn't common knowledge. Because like I have family members that get tattoos and they get the shittiest fucking tattoos. And I'm not going to ever tell them they have shitty fucking tattoos because they love it.
You just tell the world about them.
But they love it. You know what I mean? So if someone loves something, fuck you for like killing their fucking vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would never.
But what if they have a cross-eyed koi fish?
Do they love it?
I don't know. I've seen some koi fish that look like salmon.
I've seen some fucked up shit.
Like, oh shit.
I've seen straight lines look like fucking curly hair fucking lines. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with tattoos, you guys, it's not like a one size fits all type of tattoo place, right? So that's why like tattoo parlors for me specifically, when they have shit on the wall, that I already get scared of shit like that because I'm just like, I don't want repetitive art. Like I don't want something that everyone has.
You're not a flash tattoo type person. So for people that are new to the tattoo world, when you go to a tattoo, like usually tourist spots have it. Like if you go to Hollywood, there's a ton of tattoo shops, and the ones that are on Hollywood they're kind of like they're tourist traps.
Yeah, they're the impulsive
tattoos. So if you go to any city, because people they want to remember that city, whether you're like in Sydney or you're in Tokyo or whatever, they will have those. And the ones that have the art on the walls are called flash art, and those are usually just over and over again. Oh, can I get that flower? Can I get this thing? Like they're so used to putting like a kangaroo on someone, you know?
And there's nothing wrong with getting the flash art. You just really want to pay attention to the artist, right? And like these artists, when they're really good, they specialize like in anything.
Yeah.
When you're really good at something, like basketball players, they specialize in basketball. That's how they're professionals and they do that one thing, but they fucking kill it.
Or even in basketball, like I'm a rebounder. That's how special I am. I'm a shooter. I'm not even going to go in with the crazy handles. Someone organizes a play, throw it to me, and I'll always shoot it from there.
Yeah, like you're always hitting the same note because that's what you're good at. So you're going to focus on that and you're going to fucking kill it in that area. Same thought process or same concept, I should say, when it comes to a tattoo artist. Like every single tattoo artist, when they're good, they specialize in something.
Yeah.
So you want to find those guys, but
when a tattoo artist tells you they can do everything,
that's bad.
They suck, yeah.
It's like a restaurant, you know what I mean? That serves everything.
Yeah.
usually everything's not good. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah.
But like if you go on a date and you want to impress someone, you're probably not going to take them there. You're probably going to take them somewhere where they specialize in a type of cuisine, right?
Yeah.
And they probably have less than 10 items on the menu. But what I was saying was, yeah, same thing when it comes to a tattoo artist. They specialize in stuff, and you're going to have some that do like Bart style, right? Which is considered black and gray. But even within the black and gray community, then you have like real life portraits, or you have Americana, or you have like neo-traditional, or you have like, there's so many different styles within just that space. And then you have color, and then you have tribal, or whatever this is called. I don't know if this is called tribal. What is this called?
I think that is tribal, but when people think tribal, they think like the weird, like douchebag Jersey Shore style.
Like the 90s,
yeah, but this is like actual, like the Polynesian tribal.
Yeah, and then like this is, what is this more like? Well, anyway, so yeah, you really want to you really want to find your person, and then things that I specifically look for, because I love a lot of color tattoos. I will let you know in a bit, but for now, we're gonna take a quick break.
This episode of Bailcast is brought to you by Third Love. Third Love does bras way differently. They believe that every woman deserves to feel comfortable and confident every single day. With the right kind of support, they help her do this. Now, this is a reason why I've never seen my wife wear any other bra, because every single one of their bras is made for your comfort and has memory foam cups, no slip straps, and they're smooth, and they have a scratch-free band with a printed label. And I know that my wife Gio loves Third Love so much. And what's really cool is they have this fit finder quiz, because they know not every single woman's body is built the same, and it only takes 60 seconds to take the quiz, and over 15 million have taken this quiz to date. So what you do is it'll ask you questions about your cup size, your chest circumference, and even your breast shape matters when it comes to finding a good fit. And Third Love will then help you identify your breast size and shape and find a style that fits your body. And every single bra that my wife Gio wears looks freaking awesome in every single outfit that she wears. And it's because it's pretty much custom to her. So Third Love knows there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now they are offering our listeners 15% off of your first order. Go to thirdlove.com/bail. That's BEAW now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/bail, BEAW. If you're looking for the most comfortable bra in the world, go check them out and you get 15% off with BEAW at thirdlove.com.
All right, you guys, I want to introduce our sponsor, HelloFresh. Y'all have to get in on HelloFresh. I absolutely love their service. You get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your front door. And right now, with all this social distancing and all our lockdown situations, this is the best bet for you. I will talk and rave about HelloFresh forever, because I really do attribute my newly found love for cooking to them, because I feel like I'm making a dish that I just like created in my own head. Obviously I didn't, because they give you a step-by-step of what you need to do to create this mouth-watering deliciousness. And again, like I said, all the ingredients are pre-measured, so you're not wasting anything at the end of the day. So it's super sustainable, saves a lot of time, and just any sort of like doubts that you have about having to be in public spaces. Again, because they deliver right to your door. And it's super flexible. It fits your lifestyle. So if you have any dietary restrictions or family size, they take all that into account. And if you're going to go on vacation, or you're just like, hey, I want to take a week off from this, you can do so. Just go online with a few clicks of a button here and there, and it does all of that for you. So I am absolutely in love with HelloFresh, and I'm sure 100% that you will be too. And for everyone listening right now, go to HelloFresh.com/80BAIL. That's 80BEAW, and use code 80BAIL to get a total of $80 off, including free shipping on your first box. So yes, again, that's HelloFresh.com/80BAIL. Use code 80BAIL to get a total of $80 off, including free shipping on your first box. Go! And we're back. But yeah, what I specifically look for is, because I love color, I look for how they use color, like what types of colors they're pairing. Like I love when they use a lot of light, like softer tones with like deep, dark, rich blues and greens and like reds. And I just like a lot of contrast when it comes to colors. Like I love a lot of color play. I look for that. I look at how good the shading is. Like it needs to be like a fade. You know what I mean? Like when a guy cuts your hair, like you do want to see lines. You don't want to see where they picked up the pencil.
Yeah, you want it to look almost as if it was like a Adobe like
gradient.
Gradient where it just goes.
It just bleeds into each
You're
other.
Like, what?
Light to
That's
dark.
Crazy.
So I look for shading, but the thing that I look for first and always, I don't care if the color is good at this point. The first thing I look at is line work. I'm like, are their lines clean? Is it clean lines? Because that's where I really, at least for me, I'm really nitpicky with that. I don't know if that's what you look at for too.
I think it depends on the style.
Really?
Yes. I mean, okay. So there's you know when you draw with like a permanent marker. So when you're drawing a line,
things
right?
kind of bleed a little bit.
Like when you're experienced, you make that marker look almost as if it was printed out. But if you suck like me and you draw like a circle, every single part that the pen touches the paper that is a little bit longer than the others, it'll be a line and then kind of like a blob, and then a line and a blob and a line and a blob. And then so sometimes when you look at lines, because they're not going through it evenly, like you go through the line, sometimes they're not straight, and then sometimes it's like slightly thicker than others if they're not good. But the really good guys, they're like the lines are completely straight, and it's and also there's not like that.
Like blotches?
Yeah, like blotches.
Yeah, blotches. Yeah, so I always look for the line work because I don't want those blotches. Like if you were to get a close up of this tattoo,
this was crazy clean.
It was so crisp. Now it looks a little bit fuzzy because I've had it for I don't know how many years now. And just over time, we shed skin and we get new skin constantly.
And it moves around. Your skin moves around.
Yeah, so little by little, now it looks a little bit faded and fuzzy. This one too, like I wish I could get everything retouched. But then at this point, I'm also like, I kind of like
the story.
Exactly. Like I really like that. They're kind of just part of me now.
Yeah, like even with this tattoo on my arm, this is the Battle of Thermopylae. So like if you guys watch 300, that's the story it's based off of. There was a lot of detail that goes into it. But because it's getting older, and also since I don't put lotion on, a lot of the details are starting to like bleed and fade into each other. But to me, I think that's cool because it's like a weathered tattoo, and it's almost like an off-road car. It's like that's how I kind of see tattoos because they go with you throughout life, where you kind of like the dings and scratches and the little stuff here and there because it kind of weathers it
That's
out.
not how I see it.
Oh.
I don't want dings and scratches on my skin.
I like seeing it like weather. Like when I see like old people with tattoos and they're brand new, I'm like, okay, you're having a final life crisis. But when I see old people,
Oh fuck.
but when I see people with like tattoos and they're weathered with them, and I'm like,
They'd seen some shit.
I'm like, that's dope. They had it before and they lived with them,
Didn't I just show you about a Filipina who's like 102 or something and she's a tattoo?
Yeah, the traditional one.
Yeah, she's fucking bad. She has a traditional Filipino tattoo. I guess it's tribal too, right? It looks very tribal, but I mean it's very specific to Filipino culture. And she's just like her chest is tatted and she's got sleeves and stuff. I'm like, damn, she looks fucking tight.
Yeah, it looks
She
really
looks
cool.
so dope. What else was I gonna say about tattoos? Oh, like for mine, you guys gotta stop DMing me about trying to get this exact same tattoo. I don't mind. For one, I don't mind. But if you were to get the exact same tattoo that I have, or want me to send you pictures of close-ups so you can tell your tattoo artist to get it, you're going to have literally my story, my life story on your arm, and you're not even going to know what it means. Because every single line, every single design on this tattoo tells a very intricate story about my life. And only if you know how to read it, then you'll know. But this one it's Hawaiian, Fiji, Maori, and Tongan. Yeah, so it's all in one. And then usually females don't get tattooed here. Female tattoos, tribal tattoos usually go on the thigh, but for me, I'm not even Polynesian. And and I just loved it so much. I love the culture so much that I was just like, Yeah. And I'm the complete opposite of Bart, where I don't care about what it means.
Like
and it doesn't
meaning
have
of story, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to have a lot of thought. I just see it as I'm just collecting art, Like this was my first tattoo here, and I was just like, I know I like peonies. That's my favorite fucking flower. And Bart's never gotten it for me, but it's okay.
I have gotten it for you, freaking liar.
I'm fine. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to fight real quick.
Oh, okay.
And we weren't fighting this whole time. It just felt weird. Yeah, I just needed to fucking just ruffle some feathers real quick. When did you get them for me?
I forgot. I don't remember when.
Because it never happened. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so for me, I'm just like, I don't like that much pressure. Because I'm like, yeah, it's going to be on my skin forever or whatever. But like, I know what I like.
Yeah, that's why I think people that are like, that want to get tattoos, I think just get it. Because it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you want to get a good quality one. But also, if it's not good quality because your eyes can't see it, I think that's fine too. Because some people, like I've had friends that are tattoo artists. I've seen tattoos for a long time. It's almost me like looking at branding, right? Like if another company comes up and they show me a logo, I'll go, okay, that logo could go. I can see it going pretty far. But other people might just see it and they go, oh, that's dope, because they just don't know, So I think like as long as it makes you happy, that's all that matters. It could have meaning, doesn't have to have meaning. And I like tattoos because it tells a story and it's a piece of art. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not even against bad tattoos that have a cool meaning, right? Like sometimes, I mean, it could be like, oh, my friend's a fucking tattoo artist and he lent me his equipment and I just tattooed you or whatever.
Yeah.
When I was drunk or something. And they just, like, I've seen tattoos that are just a line. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of tattoo is that? And they're like, oh, and then they have this cool story. And I'm like, oh shit, that's tight. But it looks so bad.
My tattoo artist and one of his other homies that used to all kick it at their tattoo shop, they were drunk drinking there one night. And then they're like, you know what? We're fucking bros. And then keep in mind, they're like pretty hood-like. Like one of them's Cambodian, so you know what's up. But they're like, dude, we're fucking bros. You know what we are? We're rain bros. So they both got, so this guy looks like he's straight.
Rain bros, were they high?
I don't know. But this guy looks like he straight came out of jail, like a triple OG Asian prison dude. Yeah. And then, but on both of them, they have a little color like rainbow tattoo on a cloud. So it's like a rainbow and then clouds. Because you're rain bros. I'm like, that's tight.
I love stuff that like, I love when people don't take themselves too seriously.
Yeah.
I'm like, just fucking do it. Like, you swear you have forever on this fucking planet. Like, we were watching George Lopez and I loved his line of like, yo man, Latinos, Mexicans, we ain't trying to live forever. We're trying to live now. We're fucking trying to eat that shit now. We're trying to fucking get that tattoo now and enjoy life now. And I'm like, yeah, when you think about it, the human life is actually really short.
Yeah.
Like, you're lucky if you make it to like your 80s.
But when you think about it,
it's really long.
It's also really long. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you think about like enjoy life now, right? And then, so that's why people aren't able to build wealth, because they're thinking about it now. Like because I grew up super Asian, so it's a very frugal mindset, right? And like, let alone not being able to go to Disneyland. There's people that are in much more financial worse situations that have season passes, right? So it's like, I guess that's cool.
They're happier than you.
So I guess you could have season pass, which is cool. But also a lot of Asians, you give them 10 years and they flip the script on you. Like in 10 years, they can go from an apartment to a mansion.
True.
So now the rest of their life, they're living in a mansion, having a good time. So it's like,
are they having a good time, or they're just using the rest of the money on therapy?
I mean, if they're Asian, it's always going to be miserable. But what I'm saying is that when you move to a mansion, now, like, because they didn't focus on the now, the later, which is a long time later, it's really good. They get the car that they want. They get to travel first class. They get to travel. They could do all those things that they want. Yeah,
but they're all old now.
Just 10 years older.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the kind of living in the now. But whatever, I didn't even do that. I didn't even do that.
We hustled hard.
I know.
We lived broke as hell.
We
for a long
fucking
time.
Hustled for at least 10 years.
We did not. For the amount that you love Disneyland, we never had a season pass.
We never went. I just got a season pass. What is it? A year ago?
Yeah.
This is going to be I just renewed my first season pass. That's fucking funny. I'm all talking shit. Live in the fucking now.
You don't even live.
I built this fucking wealth for over a decade, man.
And before we started going to Disneyland, I probably only went maybe like 3 times. And what is that train that goes around Disney? Is that the monorail?
No, the monorail goes from the resort to Disneyland.
Oh, okay,
that's all it does.
So that's exactly what I'm talking about. So when I was a kid, you know, like we would walk around Disneyland with my mom, and I would see this monorail.
But it doesn't go around. Okay.
No. Yeah. So I see this monorail and would go to the hotel. I'm like, oh, mommy, there's a Disneyland hotel. Can we go there? And my mom's like, no way. That's for rich people.
I mean, she's not wrong.
And then
it's fucking expensive.
It is fucking expensive, but it was like, but I would see all these families that would go, and I'm like, this doesn't seem like these families are much more richer than us, but they're enjoying it now. And so I missed out on that as a kid, but now I think that's why, like when I was at Disneyland with Taika for his birthday, like the fact that we were able to eat at the buffet, was it Goofy's buffet?
Goofy's Kitchen.
Goofy's Kitchen. We stayed in a Disneyland hotel. Like I was just on the verge of crying the whole time because I'm like, oh man, everything I couldn't have, I can give to this kid.
Do you remember how fucking sappy we were when we walked into, because we went to Japan for the first time and we had enough time to go to Disneyland in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Remember? Because it was like,
was like around Christmas or something.
Yeah,
right?
It was around Christmas. And then we walk in and like they have like this fucking, I don't know, how many feet would you say?
It was a huge tree.
Like 100 feet?
Yeah.
Like 100-foot tall Christmas tree, all decorated, all decked out. And that was the first thing we see right when we passed through the freaking first gates. And we started crying.
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
Not like, not that type of crying, but like our eyes are super watering.
It was
we
beautiful.
Were like, we were so deprived as kids.
It was beautiful.
It was stupid. Thinking back at it now, it was like, that was exaggerated.
Now our kids, because we're able to provide them a better life. Or our kid, he's going to be that fucking shithead that's like, I've been to a couple of Disneylands. How about you?
Why is he shit? Oh, because the other kids are jealous? That's
yeah, because we were able to give him a good, you know how like there's always that kid that's always bragging? Like, oh, I got new shoes on the first day of school. What about you? And like, shut up, motherfucker, before I rob your ass.
I always had new shoes.
Damn, rich lady.
All right, y'all. Let's pause real quick before we throw it down here. We're going to introduce our next sponsor.
Thank you to our sponsor, Native. As you guys know, I've been swimming a lot more, pretty much every single day. But because of that, my skin has become a lot more sensitive. And because of that, I've become a lot more conscious of the stuff that I put on my body, which is why I love Native, because they use a lot more natural products such as coconut oil, shea butter, tapioca starch, and it's also vegan and never tested on animals. And you guys know how much we love animals, so we never want to hurt them. And that's why I love Native, because they just never use ingredients like aluminum, parabens, sulfates, or talc. And switching to an aluminum-free deodorant doesn't mean you have to sacrifice odor protection. Native will keep you smelling fresh all day. And they have some really cool scents. They got coconut and vanilla, lavender and rose, cucumber and mint, and my favorite, citrus and herbal. I always like that feeling, that smell of coming right out of the shower, something really fresh and citrusy. So that one is my favorite. And right now, you can give Native a try. It is risk-free. Every product comes with free shipping within the U.S., plus free 30-day returns and exchanges. So you can check it out. And if you don't like it, just return it. And you can see why there's so many people that love Native, and check out over 14,000 five-star reviews. So do what I do. Make the switch to Native today by going to nativedeo, that's deo.com/Bell, B-E-A-W, or use the promo code BELL, B-E-A-W, at checkout and get 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/Bell, B-E-A-W, and use the promo code BELL at checkout for 20% off your first order. If you're looking for a more natural alternative, make sure you go check them out. And once again, that is B-E-A-W at checkout for 20% off. Thank you.
And we're back. You didn't have new shoes every school year? I couldn't wait. That's what I looked forward to.
If I was rich, no, we didn't.
No, we weren't rich, but my mom was all about presentation.
About the now.
No, she's about presentation.
I know, about the now. My mom was focused about presentation later, so she was like, nah, I didn't even get brand new shoes every school year.
Well, she wasn't focused on the now. My parents paid off their house. They have no debt. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's still Mexican style.
What the fuck does that mean?
Asians, you don't understand how frugal Asians
I do
can
understand. I've seen it.
Asians.
My best friend was Chinese.
Yeah.
Growing up, that was my best friend. And her dad would count how many pieces of lead she can use because he knew that like for a week, she'd probably go through one. So he's like, I'm going to give you enough for a month and that you should make that last. And this is
That
fucking
sounds pretty
pieces
Asian.
of lead.
That sounds pretty Asian.
And I would have a mechanical pencil and I was just like, hey, can I don't have any more lead. Can I have one? She's like, no, I can't. I have to make this last. And I'm like, and I'd go to her house and they're pretty well off. Like the parents drove Mercedes. Like they had a really nice house. But like they were so fucking frugal with everything.
Yeah, for me, growing up, I always only had 6 pairs of underwear and 6 pairs of socks.
Okay, that's just extreme. That's not frugal. That's just your mom.
And it was because Monday
nuts.
through Friday, and the day you do laundry, is that 6th day, and then that's it. And then every 5 days, you got to just do it over again.
What about your mom? Does she have only 6?
I never double checked her. I should have.
You
Probably got
up.
fucking like 20, you fucking greedy bitch.
Sometimes you got to prepare people for
But
the way you're about to say shit.
honestly though, she was probably even more frugal than me because I don't remember any of her socks ever matching.
Honestly
So she
though,
probably took all my old shit and just wore it.
Honestly though,
Yeah.
I've never seen your mom wear an outfit twice. I've never seen her wear anything twice.
That's true. I've also never seen her wear anything look like that. It costs more than $2.
True. Your mom can actually dress. As much shit as you want to talk.
She does have her own weird style.
No,
yes.
It's really cool style.
Is
she has
it?
Yeah, she has
cool?
a really cool style. She's just, I think her personality makes it crazy because she's just so out and about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was that one shirt that she had to she was trying to remove one of the things?
I don't know, but she buys like these.
It almost said like profanity,
yeah, I forgot.
Like put it in my butt or something like that. And she was trying to take out butt because it was a bad word, but she didn't realize that the whole thing together was okay. I'm being exaggerated. Would put in my butt, but
it's like some fob ass clothes like that.
It's like it's like you know those pictures that you see in magazine or online. What the fuck did I say magazine? Online
people
where
read magazines.
Like people coming into this country, but like in their country, like the way we use Asian words wrong.
Yeah.
They do that with English words. So they'll have shirts wearing that say like, I'm a bitch, but they don't even know what it says. So they're just like rocking it. Similar to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But her style's cool. She'll have like neon shit. And I'm like, God damn, you trendy. Or if we go out to somewhere where you do have to dress up, she looks fly. Like she would, like for Taika's baby shower, she like wore this like really cool white, like romper type thing. And she had like her hair all cute. She didn't have that fucking visor that she always wears or her gloves.
I think I'm just so tired of her shit. I just see her and I go, ugh.
But you don't even see her anymore. When was the last time you saw her?
I still don't want to see her yet.
Really?
I haven't seen her for almost a year now.
Yeah. And
she's been stuck in Thai Wizzle.
And you still don't want to see her?
No, because she still texts me every goddamn day.
Every day?
Every fucking day she texts me some bullshit.
What did she say? What was the most recent one?
Usually like she'll text me a fucking picture of herself. I'm like, damn, I can't get away from her.
Well, I think she sends a picture of her because she misses you so much.
All right, watch. Check it out. Just fucking text me every goddamn day. I'm like, man, go focus on your own life.
Oh my God, that is a picture of her.
So she texted.
Is she wearing, it says easy.
She goes pretty much.
Her hat, it's a white hat and it says easy on it.
Easy.
At least it doesn't say I'm easy.
Where the fuck did she get this whack ass? So she'll take this picture. She goes, what do you think? I'm like, I don't know. What do you think? She sent me another picture. And then she was like,
she looks cute.
She sent me literally like 3. I'm covering my mom's email. But she pretty much sent me 3 pictures of the exact same shit on 3 different days. Why do you need 3 pictures of the same shit on 3 different days?
She's got some good skin. Let me see her skin.
Yeah, and she's just more fucking pictures all day.
Oh my Lord. But it's dope, because when we first got together, honestly, I was so scared and I didn't think we were going to make it.
Why?
I always think we're not going to make it. Because you were so involved with your mom. Like you would talk to her for hours when we were first together.
Probably and I was arguing.
And whatever, but I mean, you're still with her for hours where I was like, oh, fuck. Because I mean, I watch a lot of movies. So I was like, dang, am I going to have like a fucking monster-in-law? You know what I mean? So I'm like, shit. I started like trying to think in the future, and I'm like, I don't know if I want this. Like, and then I kind of thought you may have been a mama's boy, because we were still in our honeymoon phase.
Am I mama's boy?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I thought, like, you know, like in the beginning, you're on your best behavior. So all these things don't come out until people start getting comfortable.
Yeah.
So I was so scared that like maybe you were going to be a mama's boy, and like the more comfortable you got, the more like these little stints of things that I would see that I didn't like, but it didn't turn out that way. And you were able to like be like, whoa, mom, like this is kind of nuts. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Because it would have been crazy to have a 3-way relationship every day.
I would hate that. I would hate that. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm like, I don't want a wife that speaks Chinese, so we can at least cut the communication in half.
Really? So you did this on purpose? What if I would have learned Chinese and you're
that would
like,
have been fucking dope. That would have been so dope.
You're like, fuck.
Then you could teach Taika Chinese.
No, you could teach him, motherfucker.
No.
You know Chinese.
I know, but it doesn't.
And you don't even
can't
teach him.
practice. You can't practice with them. Like you need, you know, I can teach him all I want, but since he doesn't practice it.
Are you saying because you're never around?
No. So the reason why he practices so much Spanish so much is because your mom is here practicing with him.
Well, and I talk to him in Spanish.
Me too.
No, you're supposed to talk to him in Chinese.
Okay, fine. I will.
You keep saying that, and all this fool knows how to say is airplane, hair, eyes, nose, mouth. The end.
Most of the time, I'm just correcting him, so I don't have time
with
to
the
teach him.
same shit.
Well, I'm correct because I don't want him to. I can't if his hand's in the fire. I can't teach him Chinese fire on the spot. You know, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna say get out of there first in Spanish or English so he can get out.
Why is there an emergency happening?
Always.
No, when you're feeding him, you can just tell. You can just start speaking to him like, "Are you hungry?" How do you say that?
Ni ma.
Ni ma. You say that, and then you could just start talking to him.
Well, my dad teaches him Chinese. It's pretty.
But your
cute.
dad doesn't even come here. As soon as we moved here, he started coming less and less.
But he learns Chinese from him because
No,
I
he doesn't.
heard him talking. My dad's talking in Chinese and he's answering in English and Spanish, and it's the right shit. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but he's not learning it. He just understands it.
He understands. Is that
I know, but I
crazy?
want him to speak it. Stop teaching him fucking your butchered ass, fake ass, shitty ass Spanish. I keep telling you to talk to him in Chinese.
Okay, I will.
And I talk to him in Chinese more than you do.
No way, Jose.
I do. I keep telling him because I'm like, he's forgetting the fucking 5 words his father taught him. His absent father.
You probably am absent. No, I'm not.
No, come on. You're the best.
Fine.
You're the fucking best papa ever.
Fine. Why you
All
gotta
right.
shit on me then?
Isn't that what I do?
Yeah, true.
You like it. This is your love language. People out there, nobody thinks I'm mean to you, which is fucking awesome. Like nobody listens to me talk to you or you talk to me and no one ever goes, oh my God, that is so fucked up. They're like, they love each other.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of other disgruntled relationships out there too.
They're like, yeah, give it to him, girl. They're like living vicariously through me.
When are you gonna get your tattoo then?
I don't know.
Now that you found your artist, that's the toughest
I've known
part.
this guy for like, I've known of this guy for like two years now. I even talked to him and I was like, are you going to make any trips to LA? And he's like, nah. And now with COVID happening, even more nah.
Oh, damn.
What's funny and what's really ironic is that
This guy doesn't come to LA ever?
no, he does. It's just never lined up.
Oh.
But what's funny right now is America spent so much time keeping people out of America. You know, like our country, like we've like, no, you can't come in. Now the world literally shut us out of their country. Like the Americans cannot fly into Europe right now. Isn't that funny?
Damn.
It's just so ironic.
Damn.
So yeah, if I wanted to go to
I mean,
Barcelona.
I wouldn't, if I was in another country, I wouldn't let America in either because America's nasty. We got so much coronas.
That's literally the only point why, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if I could travel to Barcelona, I would go. But I don't know if I'd want to travel that far just to sit in a chair for hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's also a
think
lifetime piece of work. And if this guy's really, 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 really good.
Yeah, I don't think I want a tattoo that bad.
Oh, okay.
Like I do want it, but if I don't, like I'm not trying to go above and beyond. Like I want it to be as convenient for me as possible.
So what if you find someone that's like second best, but they're local? You'd rather go with them?
No.
Oh,
I'd rather just not get it.
You only want this person.
Yeah, because he's really fucking good.
He is really good.
That's how picky you should be about getting a tattoo. Well, I mean, it's you do you, but
also in your
that's how
price
picky I
range.
am.
Also in your price range.
Right. That did we mention that?
Okay, so there's different stuff. So like some of the best tattoo artists, just for example, you can get like this done for like if someone goes, number one, you never want to get a tattoo where someone's bragging to you about how cheap they got it for, because that's just bad.
Or a homie one, because
Yeah.
those are usually bad
So
too.
you can get a tattoo, you can get your whole arm done for like for $500, but the really good ones, and this is the first clear sign that this person's good. If you want a tattoo, they don't go, I can get you next week. That means they suck. Good,
yeah, because they have no clients.
Yeah, they have no clients. Good tattoos, some of them are booked 2-3 years later.
Years.
And you need to put the deposit down for like 2022 now. That's how good some people are. And some of those guys are also really expensive. So for them, regardless if it's a tiny line or a big ass arm thing, per session, they might charge like $3,000. So it's up to you to use up all that time, and you might need a couple sessions. And so that's how expensive it can get. Like some people's arm could be like 10 G's, but it's like a magnet. It's like literally getting like Leonardo da Vinci of today to do your arm. So it could be that expensive, and anything in between. So it's also important to find something that works within your budget. But because it's going to be on you for a long time, I highly recommend
Invest.
coughing it up and doing something dope. Or if it's just like a homie, I mean, there's also like,
it depends on how you value it.
Sometimes you have a tight homie, and it's just a really cool bond to have a tight homie like do you up. Because I've seen people that are tattoo artists, and they themselves are so sick, and they get tattooed by
It's
a
like
guy.
that chef. It's like that. Like how chefs, they cook bomb ass food, but all they want to eat at home is like fucking instant noodles.
Yeah, and I've seen like some dope ass tattoo artists, and they'll just get it from their other homie that's like whatever, but that bond is more important than getting the best piece of art or whatever, because they themselves can produce that. So I mean, I guess to each their own. But for me, because I like good stuff, I try to do my research and find things. And I tell this day, like, this tattoo's old now, and also keep in mind, technology and skill level is constantly progressing. So even if you find the best, in 5 years, that person is not going to be the best. But I still get compliments till this day of like, oh wow, look how detailed it is. And I think it's because like I got something from someone that's pretty good.
Dude, the ones that always trip me out, and I don't think I can get behind, at least now, not in this stage in my life, but maybe one day I will, are the portrait ones. I think they're so beautiful. Like, I think they're so beautiful.
Really
and like
beautiful.
Like the craftsmanship, the artistry that goes behind it.
There's also
like,
ones that look nothing like the original picture.
True. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about like in the advancement of technology and everything you just said. It made me think of like someone like Nico Hurtado. You know what I mean? Hurtado. He's fucking the best. And like sometimes you can't tell if it's a picture or if it's on skin. And I think that's so fucking beautiful. But I just can't imagine having that on my body.
Some of them are so crazy that it what's the word? Like it almost deforms the piece of body that it's on. So I've seen some, like some of those like Roman Greek sculptures. They're like sculpted into a cave, right? Into a wall.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've
like
seen
June
it.
Cha work.
Like similar to June Cha stuff. And I've seen some like a person's back piece where the person's back looks concave now.
Yeah.
And I'm
it trips me
whoa,
out.
that's freaking crazy. Like you look at the arm, and the arm looks like almost 3D.
It's like an optical
almost
illusion.
like, like those sidewalk artists.
Yeah.
When they draw it in, and then like from a certain angle you look at it and it looks like buildings falling in, even though it's on the sidewalk. Like that's how crazy it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, those trip me out too. I don't know if I can do those either.
Yeah, those are too real for me. So
and I still love them.
Yeah, there's different styles, but those are too real for me. But I can really appreciate.
Yeah, I really, really appreciate it. And I'm like, wow, that's fucking sick. I like that. And I also like geometrical stuff too.
I like geometrical. That's pretty cool.
It's very satisfying to me, but maybe I could get something like that. I don't know. I think that one's too abstract for me though. Like I love looking at it, but I think on my body it might be too abstract. I also like the little like Dr. Wu, I think his name is. He does a lot of little dots. And I love it's like geometrical, but like still not too many lines. It's just odd dots.
Yeah.
I like that, or like little tattoos too.
I don't think I could ever do geometrical, even though I'm a huge fan of it. I think it's so sick because I have OCD. So anything that looks like that, that's like symmetrical.
Oh, it has to be perfect.
Or the design and the balance pays itself off. Like I love it. But I think because I'm so like that already, if I have something like that on me, it gives me anxiety.
Oh shit.
Because that's already how I am. I'm so like rigid and OCD that like if I saw something like
wow,
geometric,
you sound so easy to live with.
it's very easy. And then if I put that on me, I think I'm gonna like just too much of my own self. Nah.
Well, yeah. I guess we'll keep you guys updated on our tattoo progress.
I did find my artist though.
Oh, okay. Tell me about that.
That's it.
Okay. Well, we will keep you guys updated.
He's local.
And make sure to stay connected with us. Check us out on our Instagrams. We post there the most. Well, and our YouTube also. But you might already be on YouTube if you're not listening to our podcast. But if you're ever curious, you can listen to us in your ears on a podcast. But yeah, I'm Gio_Antoinette and you are Bart Kwan on Instagram, and we're constantly posting there. So if we do end up getting these tattoos,
you'll see it.
You'll see it there first. But yeah, for now, thank you guys for sticking around and listening to us. We really appreciate you. And also thank you to our sponsors, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.